Yeah. Stokes. We in the building. TheYurpJerz music.
What's goody? It's your boy Jerz. It's the TheYurpJerz Raiders podcast. Back with another one, cause Raider Nation needed another one, you hear me? How y'all feeling out there? Always looking good when you got the Raiders on. Always feeling good when you got the Raiders on. Feel me? We in the building though. Got some things we want to talk about. Hold on though. I got a guest that's about to hop on, you feel me? Got a guest that's about to hop on, my man. Finale stack up, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I'm about to get him on here right now.
Wow.
There
we go. Good.
What's goody, bro? Ladies and gentlemen, man, we got my man Finale stacked up in the building, man.
What's good with you?
You feel me? Always feeling good when you got the Raiders on, you hear me? We in the building, cuz, you know what I mean? So, man, what's up, man? How you feeling today?
Good. I can't complain. Everything good. What's good with you?
Man, we cool, man. Grinding and shining, you feel me? That's all I can say. We got a lot to talk about, cuz. We got a lot to talk about. Start first. Devin White, man, 1 year deal. He a Raider. Man, what's
What's
your
up?
thoughts on that? I talked about him last episode, so what's your thoughts on that?
They working at defense. That spy tech, man. They try and make a Legion of Boom Part 2 or something. Like Pete Carroll said we want the defense working.
Facts. Yeah, man, I can't wait to see how he fits in the Raiders defense, man. I know Pete Carroll and Patrick Graham gonna do their thing. You know, I've been preaching the last couple of episodes, bro. I've been really saying this season gonna come down to award players,
Mm-hmm.
which we gonna talk about that later on, the low risk and high rewards and stuff. But um, I can't stress it, yo. I really think that this coaching staff is one of the best coaching staffs since we had since 2016 and 2002.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And 2020 and 2001, if you want to put that one up in there too. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So man, I think they got something brewing, and I think this coaching staff, man, once again, is gonna get these guys playing at a high level. You know,
Yeah.
some superstar level, some Pro Bowl level. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so but yeah, man, Devin White, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of wanted him. I wanted him to draft him.
Or
When he was
we've been
when he was coming out of the draft, it was LSU.
yeah.
I wanted to draft him. I was like, I wanted us to get him, and we didn't get him. I, then I wanted just like Geno Smith when he was coming out, I wanted us to pick him up.
All right.
For real. Cause I thought he'd had a better career with us then than he had with the Jets. You feel me?
Yeah. That's everybody though. Everybody go to the Jets. The career be
That's
man.
why I said. That's why I said. I said that last time. I said, yo, it, everybody go to the Jets. trash.
trash. Yeah,
Favre,
they do good.
trash. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers,
They're gonna
trash.
do good after they leave, and they was good before they got there.
Yeah,
Favre was
yeah,
good before he left. He went there, was trash. Everybody's like, he washed up, he need to retire. Then he go to the Vikings and show his ass. And everybody's like, oh, he still got it. It was like, yeah,
yeah.
it's something about him.
Yeah. But I don't know. Only two people I've seen in my lifetime. Well, I ain't see the first person, but the second person I got to see watch play for them. He took him to the playoffs.
Yeah,
You feel
yeah.
me?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Joe Namath
Joe Namath. That's about it.
took him to the Super Bowl. Hey, people don't like the name. They gonna be saying I'm crazy, but Vinny Testaverde
Yeah,
took him
yeah.
to the playoffs about twice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
So
they do getting stars, and they get young bulls too. Like they try to go the young route, and then you be thinking they're gonna be good, then they don't be good.
yeah,
Yep. And all the like the veteran quarterbacks they had, like when you go there, they ain't good no more. Should they even have Vic? The Jets definitely had Vic for like a year before he went to Pittsburgh. He left the Eagles. I think he went to the Jets, and he went to Pittsburgh. Ain't hear nothing about him no more. You can get the jerseys, but you don't hear no stats or nothing for them years.
you feel me?
Uh,
They don't make it there,
nah,
bro. They don't make it.
nah, nah.
It's gonna be interesting to see what the Jets do with
Yeah,
Justin Fields.
yeah, yeah.
Are they gonna let him be him, or are they just gonna try to do what the last? Well, I ain't gonna say Pittsburgh, but they gonna do it with Chicago. The Bears try to do with him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me turn him into this type
Yeah,
quarterback instead of letting him run
yeah.
wild. Let him run wild.
I actually, I wanted him bad just last year. Like when we went and got Minshew and all that, I was looking like, yeah, we should have got Fields. And everybody's like, yeah, but Fields can't throw down the field. I'm like, yeah, but we ain't got an offensive line. And
Right.
that's what he do. He try to pass the ball on the move, or he just keep on moving. But he always after a couple of yards. And I was like, right now, I'm like, I love pocket passing quarterbacks. I love strategic quarterbacks. I love athletic quarterbacks. If you good, you good. But I don't think you can be good and be in the pocket with us right now.
Yeah.
Now, like now they trying to make some moves, but last year's rush, nah, too much pressure.
Um, I don't know. I feel confident in our offensive line.
Now,
I think we got a better offensive line coach. I think our offensive line coach last year was not that good.
yeah, exactly.
So
Like I said, now I'm hoping.
so you know, but I believe that our offensive line gonna hold up. Um, you know, DJ Glaze, we got him. So this is his second year.
Hmm.
He's more comfortable with the game speed because he played a lot of games last year.
Yeah.
Um, I believe Alex Kappa gonna be able to fit right in. You know, I wasn't too sure on Alex Kappa, bro. Like I wasn't too high on him, but John Spytek in that interview the other day really like put me at ease with him. You feel me?
All
Because
right.
he said he ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if we can get a ready Alex Kappa, shoot, all we gotta do is just fix that left side. But I think if you put Jordan Meredith on that side, he because he's good, yo. Jordan Meredith is solid. Every time he stepped in for us, bro, he held his own, yo. Every time.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And he's up there, his PPF grade was up there like about 79,
They got to
78,
see
77.
his
That's pretty
natural
good.
side is.
Huh?
I said we got to see what his natural side is, because sometimes the cats would be like, "Nah, I'm always on the right," or like
Nah,
if I'm
see but he
trying.
out swing guard though.
Okay.
When Palm got hurt last year,
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Meredith stepped in there, and then uh I forgot who's playing that left side, bro. They switched that side so much. I forgot who they was playing over that side, but I remember him playing that side a couple games.
Mm-hmm.
So he could play either side. Cause that's what we do. We get them versatile linemen
Mm-hmm.
where they could play all over the line.
Yeah, yeah.
Except, you know what I'm saying? Well, mostly the guards, not the tackles.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might get a guard, you might get a tackle that could play tackle and guard, but not
Yeah.
center. But then
Yeah.
you got them other dudes that could play, you know,
Both.
center and guard.
Yeah. You
And
get.
Jordan Meredith is one of them dudes that could play center and he could play guard.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel me? I think that is, man. I think that's perfect, bro. Him on that
Yeah.
side, or even if we drafted, cause there's mad interior linemen. Like I said, bro, go and check out Sanjeet, bro. He's like that, man. Shout out Sanjeet. Um, Las Vegas Raiders Network.
Mm-hmm.
Good film breakdown, and he know what he talk about when it comes to he know what he know what he talking about when it comes to offensive lineman, bro. Hmm. So go ahead, I mean, go check him out.
Yeah.
Go check him out, bro. So let's talk about Hunter Renfro, bro. Third and Renfro, cuz that's the guy right there,
He
man.
said he was going. Where did he go to an interview at? He just went to an interview
With
a few days.
Carolina.
Okay. As soon as they said that, I was like, damn. I was like, I thought he was done. I thought he's retired. I said, he gonna come back and be smoking on people like Renfro. Then when they said, nah, he ain't go there. He gonna check us out. I think it was yesterday or Thursday. I was like,
He
yeah, they
can't.
got back.
He had a visit with us yesterday.
Yeah, we gotta get him back. Like, I don't know. Even when we was
Cause he
like
can help with. Go ahead, my bad.
one of my favorite. I was gonna say even like when we was playing like trash, like losing like consecutively. Those little like crazy passes, the like some of the routes he was doing, I was like, yeah, what route you call? Like I ain't never seen that route
Right,
before. But when he get the goal line or it's third down, he gonna do it. You be like, oh shit, that's like a new route. Like,
right,
like
right, right, right. Nah, facts. He be creating his own routes, and that's what I was already say, yo. He'll be perfect for our intermediate routes for
yeah,
Gino, cause
definitely.
he can throw them Jones, bro. He could be like, oh, ooh, mm,
Mm-hmm.
let me hit Ren real quick.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and because you know how some people got some quarterbacks got two different it's scapegoats
Yeah,
like the little touchdown Jones,
yeah.
like not touchdown, but
Like it
you know what I'm talking
check
about,
down.
like the little
Yeah,
dinks and dunks.
check down.
Like
Down
exactly,
passes.
he can hit the running back or he can hit Renfro because he
Mm-hmm.
know Renfro gonna be open. He gonna body somebody ankles.
Mm-hmm. And then to me, you get somebody like that, you can't tell me no more that Meyer is number two. Because
Yeah,
once you got somebody like Renfro, he can just dip and dunk off of, and now you got to respect that because he's always going to be open. And
right,
you can't double up on Jacoby. His numbers is going to be crazy. His numbers was crazy last year.
right. Fact was definitely like yeah. I think man, it's gonna be it's.
Hope they
I want Renfro, but I want Tyler Lockett though. If I had a choice, I'd take Tyler
are a
Lockett because he can run
lot.
in all
He
routes.
can do, yeah, yeah.
You know
He's a
what
better
I'm saying?
receiver, but Renfro is like what's the word? Like he's almost like clutch, like third down, red
That's
zone.
why we
He's
call
not that
him third
fast.
and Renfro, bro.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not fast, but like you can always depend on him. More than Lockett's like a star. Like
right.
that's why you got to take
Nah, facts.
the choice. Yeah,
Nah, facts. Cause but I don't know. I would love Renfro Brett though. For real, I would like him better.
yeah,
He
yeah. Like I
yeah.
said, when they say he was there, I was like, okay, you gonna get Renfro back? Like we need that.
Excuse me. So I want to talk about some more of the free agents, man. Lecky Fotu, D tackle. He used to play for the Carolina. I mean, not Carolina. The Arizona Cardinals.
Okay.
And Ian Thomas, he's a tight end and he used to play for the Panthers. Now they both was drafted and played most of their whole career uh, with their other teams. But Lecky played like he's been in the league. This be his fifth year. Now I don't know if you know much about him,
Nah. Nah.
but he a big dude, 6'5", 335 pounds.
Mm.
Big dude. Plays the zero technique and the one in the three technique. That means the zero technique lines right across of the
Mm-hmm.
center, and I think he'd be all right.
Definitely. We're gonna
Big
automatically
space
step
eater
in the middle. Everything on his stats would probably go up.
with
Cause
Christian Wilkins.
yeah, because people not gonna they're not gonna run outside.
Right.
They're not testing Max and Coots like that out there. Leave them alone. We're gonna run to the middle if we gotta go to the middle. And you saying he big like that, you gotta go around him at least. Like from
I
that.
think with the presence of Max, Christian Wilkins
Mm-hmm.
really gonna help him out.
Mm-hmm.
Really gonna help him out. And even when Coots there too.
Yeah.
But just the presence of Max and Christian, and then you getting the coaching from Rob Leonard.
They say did Ellis anybody pick him up yet?
Yeah, the Patriots matched him.
Smash him. Damn.
Hmm.
I was gonna say because you threw that in there too.
That's why we made the move on Devin White.
All right.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's why we made the move on Devin White. But yeah, I think he a big dude, man. 6'5", 335. Um, now, I'm gonna tell you his PPF grade is not good.
Mm.
Like the highest is like 56, bro. So, like I said, is
He coming from where?
once again I'm bringing it right back to what I've been saying again. Our coaching staff is going to play a big part,
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
big part.
Yeah.
But I believe in Rob Leonard.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody I believe in Rob Leonard, you seen what he did to how he got all these defensive linemen playing.
Yeah.
You know
Exactly.
what I mean? He got Tyree Wilson stepping it up a little bit. Game by game, year by year. Um, let's see who else. Big John Jenkins had
Mm-hmm.
him playing at a high level. Um, Adam Butler definitely had him playing at a high level, and then, Max. Max is just gonna be Max. You feel me?
They
So
definitely.
I believe when he gets his hands on this big guy, he gonna know what to do with him. Pause.
Mm.
Yeah,
That.
he gonna know what place to put him in. Coach him up really good. You feel me? Yo, yeah, I, I don't know. We're gonna bring bro back on though. Sick. You know what? Let me see. See, we gonna hop back on.
There we go.
You good, bro?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I was like, dang, what happened? Shit, it's cool though. But like I said, he gonna coach him up. You got Rob Leonard in the building. You feel me? Like they gonna do what they do. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited about this coaching staff, bro. Like and who we picked up. You know what I mean? Like Ian Thomas too could be a red zone guy. You know,
Mm-hmm.
uh, when Brock he can come in and we play like 12 personnel.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, we could have Brock on the outside, Ian Thomas and Michael Mayer in the end.
So yeah, true.
Cause he could ball a little bit. You know what I mean? He another good player that knows his position, and I think that's what Seattle had when Pete Carroll was there. Players
Yeah.
that know their position.
Mm-hmm.
So I like it. I like it for real. I like the pickups. I don't care what nobody say. I like the pickups. I like where we headed.
I
Um,
think they're trying to, like you said, like what Pete Carroll had in Seattle. When you think about them when they first like started winning, it was all Legion of Boom. It was all their defense. Offense was nice.
right.
They really wasn't like they wasn't talking about that. It was about that defense. The defense was their team. Like
Yeah.
that's where they stars were. I think that's what they're trying to do. They trying to. It's like, all right, we got Max, we got a star. Let's build around him. Like, what can we put stronger at other positions now?
Yeah. And I was just thinking about the Christian Ellis and Landon Roberts tandem.
Mm-hmm.
Dog, what about the Landon Roberts and Devin White tandem?
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm,
yeah.
crazy work. Crazy work. That's crazy work right there. They both hit hard.
Mm-hmm.
They both get somewhat cover. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they know their positions. That's what one thing they want to do is run the ball and stop the run.
I think Devin White been in the league. How long?
You say
I
what?
said Devin White been in the league for how long?
What? I don't know about like 6, 7 years
I
probably.
would say at least five. But I'm
All
thinking
right.
that's the only reason they probably went after Ellis first, just because of the youth.
Yeah.
Other than that, like
What's the
Devin
name?
White
He
serious.
about Devin White on like 27. Yeah.
Really? So Ellis, I think 26. Yes and nah.
So
Mm,
it's
maybe
really not that off. And
nah.
Devin White, I think, is just a little bit
That,
better than than
yeah,
than,
that's what I'm
than
thinking.
Ellis.
Trying to think of why would they do that? Or Ellis maybe was cheaper or something. They was trying to keep space.
Now I don't know
Oh,
if he was cheap. Shit,
nah.
we offered him 13 million.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why they ain't. You know what I mean? Why they was thinking Ellis first?
Well,
Either
because see, it was I don't know. It was I, I don't know. I think they did that on purpose.
yeah.
I think the Patriots didn't want us to have him. That's why they just signed him. They matched the offer. Cause
Hmm.
why would you signed two linebackers to a good amount of money,
Yeah,
and then you just signed another linebacker to some real good money. Well, you could have just let him walk and been good with that.
right.
You feel me? So, which is cool. It's cool. I ain't sweating it. I think Devin White better anyways, just a tad, just a little bit
So,
better than him. But I think I don't know. I think like players like him, like I don't know, like it's just certain players that like play for us, like that always shine, like Spillane. You know what I'm
you know,
saying?
it's sad to see him go, but
Right.
they filled
But
in
like
the holes. So it's like, okay,
right. But I'm saying like the like players like him, like when they come here, they always shine.
yeah,
They always like somehow just have that second life and just shine. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what's gonna
Max,
happen with Devin
perfect
White.
example.
Huh?
Max, perfect example.
Right.
Got here and it was like, oh, like you're not just good.
Nah, but
You,
see, he was drafted here though.
yeah,
I'm talking
here,
about people. I'm talking about the players that come from other teams that like started to have a little decline, and
hmm
people try to write them off. That's why they became free agents. And
hmm
then when they somehow come to us, you know what I'm saying? They just have a
come back.
second. Yeah, they just have like another boost, like a second life just comes upon them. Like what's that other dude, yo? The linebacker, yo. He was real short.
Real short.
He wore 52. The middle linebacker. We had him like a couple years ago. I can't remember his name, yo. I can't remember his name. He plays for the Chargers. They Chargers drafted him though. Anyways, like when people had when he had came along, he people ain't think he was gonna fit in, and he fit right in and made plays. But I can't remember his name. I'll remember it though. But I think Devin White gonna be straight, yo. He gonna fit right in his defense, yo. Shoot. So I do want to talk. So all right, fuck it. We want to talk about the draft. Let's talk about the draft, bro. I I want Genty, bro. Like it's I'm sold because I don't watch film on him. I watched his pro day. Uh, Reports out there that uh Spytech was at Genty's pro day. Then after his pro day, they had dinner and on a meeting. Like our running back. Now I just heard our running backs coach was out there too and met him at the pro day. So I really think he come. Pause. But I really think we're gonna pick him up at 6. Hold on, I can't hear you, bro. Hold on. I think your mic is off. We're gonna bring bro back on there. But yeah, man, I really think we're gonna get Genty at 6. I really think we're gonna get him at 6. We're gonna get bro back on here. You know what I'm saying?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you back, bro?
All right.
Bet.
But you, but
So
now I was Genty and Mustard in the backfield. That's what I was thinking. It's like,
that's cold, bro.
yeah.
That's cold. That's that's cold. That's super cold. Man, Genty, Mustard, and then let's see, maybe Sincere McCormick, or we get a running back. Yeah, maybe Sincere McCormick could be that third back for us. You feel me?
hmm
Because I gotta expect Mustard usually gets banged up throughout the season. So
hmm
Genty gonna need that running back, and I think Sincere McCormick is gonna be that dude come. You know what I'm saying? To be that next dude standing up, because he better than Lowry. He definitely better than uh what's his name? Uh, what's this dude's name? Dude from Georgia, Zamir White.
hmm
So uh Yeah, bro. Like, how you feel though about the draft?
I was definitely thinking Genty. I was definitely thinking T Mac, and then I don't know. I seen something about him today. He was talking about he don't watch film. Like,
Who? Terrell McMillan?
yeah, yeah, yeah. He said he don't like to watch film.
Oh yeah, we can't do that now.
That's
That's enough.
I was thinking, but I was like, ain't nobody gonna say that. Like, even if
Hey,
you don't watch
it's
it,
let.
say
Hey,
it.
Jamarcus Russell didn't even watch film. I
Don't
can't
say
do
that.
that again.
Don't say that. But they said Jamarcus Russell said something like they gave him either like the film or like the playbook or something. He said he looked at everything.
Get
You
that
know,
nigga a blank
that
tape
started
and
with
he
Blake.
watched.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing on there. Yeah,
Oh
he
yeah,
was.
I'm good with everything. I watch everything. I do like, dog. It was a blank tape. Cause it was a blank tape.
Yeah, that's wild.
I don't know. I don't know, bro. It's crazy in these streets, cuz. So at 37, second round, pick 37. Let me get your thoughts on that point.
Shit
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
tell you
left.
who I'm gonna tell you who I want at pick 37. So we all right. So round one, we both got Genty, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. What, what about pick number two? I get you. So I went first. So let me hear your thoughts. You go.
Before pro day, I was all thinking we ain't gonna get Sanders. We need to get Genty. We got Gino. I said now we definitely gotta get Genty. Now we got a quarterback because quarterback I want ain't gonna be there. Then before the pro day, I was really thinking Jackson Dart was gonna be available. I was thinking Genty, Jackson Dart, but Jackson Dart ain't lasting now. I
I
don't
think
think
he going in
other
the first.
teams need quarterbacks, but I don't think he gonna beat it.
So you go quarterback.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, who you getting? Who you got at
I
quarterback?
don't even know no more because I don't think who I want gonna be there.
Who you want?
Jackson Dart,
Saints might get him.
definitely,
Saints might get him at 9.
definitely, because he went and showed his
I,
ass at his pro
I'm
day.
thinking we can wait, bro, for real, for real,
Mm-hmm.
or get one in like the fourth or fifth round. I think Kyle McCord gonna be there in the fifth.
Think so?
Yeah, you feel me? If not the fourth,
Mm-hmm.
but we got to get it right on them three picks though. Them first three, we gotta hit the nail on the head with them joints. That's
Mm-hmm.
why. All right. So I got Genty number one, and I got and nobody's talking about him either, bro. I still don't understand how nobody is talking about him, bro. He is a dope receiver, bro. If you ever get a chance to do your homework on my guy, look him up. Emeka Ibuka, wide receiver, Ohio State. Dude's a dog. Dude's an animal. Dude can catch wherever you throw it. He gonna catch it.
You almost can't go wrong with Ohio State and Bama receivers, though.
Man, what?
Like throughout history, like you can't.
Man, he a dog, bro. Like he man, he really like that dog. Like that. Bull can man, Bull can really like he can run routes. He can separate. Like I like him over Tedero McMillan.
Would you take a receiver for the second if you thought you was gonna have a dope ass receiver come in 2026? Like you already knew, like yeah, we're gonna have this receiver. We know he was
He
good.
cheaper.
He definitely gonna be cheaper, and he definitely
Check, bro. Check this out, right? Weekend, right? Jacoby Myers only got this is last year. Like this is last, year on the contract.
mm-hmm.
So what we can do is go and get Emeka Ibuka, re-sign Jacoby Myers, and boom,
Yeah,
we
you
still
right.
got Trey Tucker, and then next year we could draft another wide receiver. That way,
But
you
so
know,
I'm thinking next year Henry Ruggs supposed to be released.
you said next year
I think 2026 he gets
they
released.
ain't doing they ain't doing that, bro.
Nah,
Mm-mm.
man,
Nah, bro, they ain't doing that shit, bro. They ain't doing that.
the move was nice.
I'm not saying he wasn't, but just because of his what he did, he not doing
Oh no,
that. We'll see though. We'll see. Shoot, you never know. You never know. See, but Spytek don't like niggas that had off the field issues.
mm-hmm.
That's why I'm only saying like I don't know. But if they was to give another chance, oh yeah, he's easily number two, wide receiver number two or
Yeah,
three.
definitely.
He's easily
Still
like
gotta wonder what's gonna happen with Renfro. We might have a number three in a couple of days. You don't know.
yeah,
I Renfro.
but I don't know. I don't think we should sign that. If we gonna sign, if we was gonna get a wide receiver, man, we might just gonna get Elijah Moore, man. He the youngest, and he's nice.
Mm-hmm.
We just had a bad situation again,
Mm-hmm.
the Jets and the Browns.
Yeah.
So, uh, uh, so I don't know if we get a wide receiver, it might as well be either Tyler Lockett or Elijah Moore.
Mm-hmm.
If not, we just gonna get a wide receiver in the second
Yeah.
round.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna give Jacoby Myers wide receiver two money.
Mm-hmm.
But until then, you gonna play this wide receiver one while this wide receiver go here develops. Once he develop, shit, he take the wide receiver one reps.
Right.
You go back to your regular position. Trey Tucker is in the slot. We good. So I think getting a regular Booker would be fine, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He said put him in the mix with Gino. Yeah, because I was looking at Chris Olave and Jackson Smith and Jigba. Man, they some dogs, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They fine. They really like that. I ain't lying. They really like that. But but those my first two picks. That's I don't really go past three because I mean after that I really don't be knowing. But I know probably like round three or four, we could go for a quarterback,
Yeah, definitely
or we
could.
don't go for a quarterback and we wait till next year.
Yeah, I was gonna
Since
say.
everybody don't think we're gonna make the playoffs next year, shoot, might as well wait and just go see if we can get Drew Aller or somewhere like that.
Mm,
Spytek say he love his picks,
mm.
so uh, yeah. So you agree on the second round we should get a quarterback?
Yup.
I say we get wide receiver. Cool, that's cool, that's cool. Um, so my man John Spytek, I want to talk about him, bro. And the coaching staff. So do you believe in John Spytek and the coaching staff of 2025?
Definitely.
And do you think that Radio Nation believes in John Spytek and the coaching staff of 2025?
Well, the nation been believing in interim coaches. Whatever we got that was new, we was believing it. So
Well, I can
it
I
said
can speak.
Daniels.
Can I speak for Radio Nation and see? Can,
He said that.
hey, can I speak for Radio Nation and say that we all didn't like Josh
Uh,
McDaniels?
uh,
Okay, okay, okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I think this is the best coach staff we had. Like I said earlier, and I've said in other episodes, I think this is the best coaching staff since 2016 and 2002 and 2001.
yeah,
It was excellent, bro.
yeah.
We were man. That coach staff like really like they made players believe.
Mm-hmm.
They coached them up. They coached them really well, bro. I believe so. So yeah, um, I think that you know Pete Carroll gonna be Pete Carroll. You know, uh, you Chip Kelly, he's not in charge of everything. So I know that he
That's.
gonna fall in line and do
Mm-hmm.
what he gotta do. You feel me? Like
Mm-hmm.
he's great at only focusing in on one thing, and that's
Yeah,
calling plays,
offense. Yeah.
calling the offense. You feel me? I think he one of the best. He proved it winning national championship, right? I think what didn't the Eagles go to the playoffs?
Yeah, yeah.
So he can call offense. He can call offense. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? He could definitely call offense. And he could put the players in right position too. You know what I'm saying? In that right position, he can get them, draw them open and everything. So, uh, and then you know you got Rob, not Rob Leonard, Patrick Graham,
Mm-hmm.
another guy. He improved. We don't really have. I'd say every year except for the first year, we've had a really good defense, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So, do we believe? You damn right we believe. I know I do.
Yeah,
I know
definitely.
this coach that, and then the players. I think if you think about it, the players we got were actually better. People
Mm-hmm.
saying, "Oh no, they weren't better." Oh, because they didn't do 1,000 yards or this, that, and the third. If I look back at my notes, right? If I'm not mistaken, didn't Didn't Raheem Mustard have like 20 touchdowns one season?
Yeah,
Like the year before?
4. Yeah.
He ain't a good player. You feel me?
Uh huh.
Then Jeremy Chin had his best season with the Commanders and made it to the NFC Championship
Mm-hmm.
last year. Oh man. Didn't Geno Smith have his best years with Pete Carroll?
Mm-hmm. Facts.
These ain't good players. You feel me? Stop playing. And remember when I said in the last episode, man, because I know you watch. In the last episode, remember when I said about um, Lonnie Johnson and how I think that I don't, and I didn't know that he played corner.
Mm-hmm.
Spacek put that on me. He said that he did play corner and he can play corner. So that's another thing. That's even more better. That's even more better of a value for that we got in Lonnie Johnson, because the boy can play safety. He can play the slot and he can play outside.
Mm-hmm.
He can play in the box. I told you, yo, like I was telling people, like I was saying it on the last couple episodes ago, like he, he is everywhere.
Facts.
Like I watched his tape, bro. He be everywhere, bro, and it's crazy. All you gotta do is stay healthy, bro. We got us another one, dog.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna shape up to be his own little Legion of Boom Part
Yeah.
Two.
That's what I
That's
think.
why I think the Cameron Richardson, he gonna play a major role. I'm pretty sure he gonna get better from because
Mm-hmm.
he was dog crap last year, bro. He was bad last year. You feel me? But he can get better. I'm pretty sure he in there getting better. You know what I'm saying? But it's looking like it's looking like that type of defense again. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, you got the big lengthy corner on one side. You got the middle side or the one that can really cover on one side who could travel. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Jacorian Bennett, I think, is our best corner. I don't care
Mm-hmm.
what nobody say. That boy, when before he got hurt, bro, he wasn't letting nobody. If all he needed was the interceptions, bro, he wasn't letting nobody. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't letting nobody catch nothing, bro. I don't think you know how you know how people say Jacoby and the stats say Jacoby Myers had 0 drops.
Mm-hmm.
I think he had like zero. Like, I don't think nobody caught the ball on his side.
Mm-hmm.
He was taking away everything over there. Then he got hurt.
Yeah.
He'd have been one of the top corners if he'd have finished. He played 10 games, and then the rest of the games it was over. I'm like, dang. All he needed was like an interception or two.
Mm-hmm.
But Jack Jones, I think Jack Jones and Jacorian, you throw them two in there, have you could probably have them rotating with JJ and what's the name? I think we're gonna get a corner in the draft too. Probably like the third, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, but I don't know. But what you think about this coach? That you think we got something
Yeah. Definitely do. Definitely do.
back?
They got the names and they got the past history, the success. They just they gotta have the freedom to try to make what they do, what they need, and play how they always, coach up their players. You
Yeah,
gonna see it's gonna be some kind of turnaround. The whole culture will change.
back, back. Nah, most definitely, bro. No, most definitely. Yeah, I think if we don't make the playoffs this year, most definitely next year we're gonna make the playoffs.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, uh, let's talk about the Santi Samuel versus Prime, man. Like, I'm not even gonna get. I got into the stats last episode, the episode before that, but
Mr.
I'm
T.
just going. I'm just going like yeah, like I said, bro. Like he ain't even he ain't even got nothing on Seawood, bro.
Yeah, true.
Charles Woodson was one of those. He played 100 more. He played 101 more games. See, he gonna make me get into the stats. I'll say I won't do it. But
Yeah,
even though Charles Woodson played 100 what 100 and 101 more games than him, he still he still had 65 interceptions. Like
yeah, he was different though.
65, my guy. That's fire right there. You know what I mean? So
But yeah,
I'm going with Prime all day. Like you take the floor, man. What you get? I already said
it,
my piece.
uh, man, you talked about on a phone call before. Asante got his numbers because he was always getting tested.
Right.
He going to have if got close numbers, he should have better numbers because they was always going to throw at him. They knew, yeah, he was like that. He was the corner on the team, but they would still
Right.
challenge him. It was a couple years in that 49ers switch to Dallas era when Dion really wasn't trying to play receiver. They really was having him doing the punt return. It was like a couple years in there where offenses game plan was basically whatever side Dion is on, we ain't going over there.
Yeah.
Quarterback look over there. If we going over there, it's definitely a running back going over there to try to run him over because he don't want to tackle. But they wasn't
Right.
going to throw nothing around him. So I think Dion kind of almost gets slighted on his stats. Like he wasn't going to get no deflections. He wasn't going to get no interceptions. None of that because he's the the epitome of a shut down corner. He
Right.
shut down his side. They ain't even look at it no more.
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah, I agree. I agree with everything you said. I don't even know why he trying to make push the issue. Like, bro, you ain't winning this one, cuz.
Mm-mm.
Like,
Nah. But then it just might be he's a corner. Maybe he got that his mindset like Dion. Like he think he the best regardless.
yeah,
But I don't know.
yeah. That's he the only one. That's the thing.
Facts.
You the only one who think you the best. Everybody else think Prime is, nigga. You feel me? Shoot.
uh
Man. But let's just set the record straight. We not saying that.
Santi got
We not
the number.
saying Shantae Samuel was trash or
Uh,
anything. Cause he one of them.
he got numbers. And then I heard him even double down on saying kind of like I guess Prime was saying you just kind of pump your feet and come out your brakes. Ashanti was saying you got T-step. Prime was like, yeah, that's a waste of time now because now you stop and you open your hip and everything to do the T-step. But then Ashanti got the numbers and that's what he did. Now, who knows? Maybe somebody coached him up and been like, if you do it like this, you might come out your breaks faster. Maybe his numbers would have been even better. But
Right.
yeah, he definitely not trash. He's just not prime time.
Facts. 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 I still think Charles Woodson the best though.
Yeah.
You feel me? But anyways, you know what I mean? So what you think about this Stephen A versus LeBron, bro? I know this ain't got to do with Raiders, but we're gonna touch up on this again. Like I said, Stephen A,
I don't know.
everything he said, he backing it up. You know, he got footage. I seen the footage. yeah. Even though you don't talk about nobody kids though, but
Yeah,
he
yeah.
wasn't, and that's the thing. Like you don't talk about nobody kids, but I don't think he was even say he didn't even say anything like, "Oh, Bronny trash,"
Nah.
or he this, he that. He didn't say that. He just said Bronny wasn't ready.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So,
It
uh,
might be the tone of his voice or something. LeBron
right,
ain't like, I don't know. Because everybody on listen to talk about it all pretty much say the same thing. Like, you talk about his kid, of course, Bron gonna say something to him when he see him. But then at the same time, it's like, is what he's saying wrong?
right.
You keep Ronnie in the league and let him. He gonna
He
gradually. He
he
grad.
he only being like this because it's Stephen A.
Yeah.
Because you disregarded everybody else, and everybody else was way more
It was.
harsher than
Yeah.
what Stephen A. was saying.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They like, yeah, he ain't gonna never be good. I told you this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm.
And all Stephen A. is saying is like, bro, he
He
not
not
ready.
ready.
That was in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
We all know. Well, I'm the biggest Bronny fan, yo. I love Bronny. Like he fire like that. I
Mm-hmm.
think he gonna be one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I also said he wasn't ready, but I also said he need to. The G League gonna help him out. I was right.
Mm-hmm.
G League helping him to get his confidence back. Now he's scoring a little more. The more he scored in the G League is gonna help him score more in the NBA.
Yeah.
So that's why, and I think it's smart what they doing, letting them play home games,
Mm-hmm.
uh, home games with the Lakers, and away games with the G League.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's good. So, and you know they probably it's getting close to playoffs, so you probably might be playing more with the G League team and stuff. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, I think they just my thing is they're great. They're great at both their professions and what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they both make a lot of money, a lot of money. I think they should just leave it alone and say, you know, it is what it is. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
rock with you. You don't rock with me. We just gonna keep it like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So, cause if Bronny in the headlines, he gotta say something about him. What
Yeah.
you gonna say? Well, I can't speak on it because LeBron don't know. He gotta do his job.
Mm-hmm.
So, she just leave it alone.
Yeah. Facts.
That's all I got on that one. But so let's talk about this. How much time you got? Are you good or?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, bet. Let's talk about the low risk moves, but high reward players in the end, free agents. So all the moves were low risk, high reward guys, right?
Yeah.
Not flashy, do their job. Um, if I was to grade it, I'll give it a B plus, a
Mm-hmm.
B plus. You know, my grade at the end of the season determines on how the season goes. You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, man. What you think?
Yeah. It did. That's what I think we all been trying to do. I don't think they want nobody that's gonna be problems.
Right.
Whatever they're trying to build now, I don't know if they're trying to build it and they tell like Davis, if we don't get into the playoffs, we only gonna be like one or two close games away that you can
Right.
see where we was a play away to get in there, and then that gives them time to go to the next year because we don't keep coaches that long if they don't do what the expectation is. But they can achieve what they're trying to do this year to stay in the coaching for next year. I already think the reason they're getting these low risk, high reward players is because they want to keep the same players. Like they trying to build something that lasts. They're not trying to keep switching stuff around once they get it how they want it.
Yeah, I agree. And still be effective
Yeah,
during
they're gonna
during
see
the
what it
season and
works.
maybe
If
into the
that
playoffs.
spot don't work, then they worry about it. But I think they in their mind they got what they getting is gonna work.
Right. No, that's fact. No, that's definitely fact. Word. Nah, I feel the same way. Like, you know what I mean? I think all the guys we got so far, uh, they play a specific part in Pete Carroll defense and Pete Carroll and Patrick Graham defense and like I said before, I'm gonna keep saying it over and over again until you know I can't say it no more. But the coaching staff is gonna play a huge part in get these guys ready to go and fired up for week one.
Facts.
I think we're gonna be fired up for preseason. I ain't gonna lie, for real. I think it'll be man, what everybody gonna want to play.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So, uh, so it's something interesting, right? So Pete Carroll, I was looking it up. Pete Carroll and Jim Harbaugh played. They they coached against each other 12 times. Pete Carroll won 6 out of 12 times. I feel comfortable with that.
50-50.
Huh?
So they 50-50. They split.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Now I know, hey, you gonna have some trouble now, guy. You got somebody who know how you coach.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So I feel kind of good about that. Now Sean Payton, I don't think they never went up against each other, Pete Carroll and Sean Payton, because I couldn't find none on that. And Pete Carroll and Andy Reid, I think the Chiefs beat him 42-30 when
Mm.
he was with the Seahawks. So I don't know. I still think we got a shot against them though,
Yeah.
because we always play them tough. They barely beat us last year,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. That's the only thing I wanted to talk about. How you feel about that?
Definitely. He's like you said, one of the top coaching staffs we had in
Yeah.
years. So yeah, I'm comfortable with the coaches. Definitely he's splitting with hardball win percentage. Um if he played Andy Reid only the one time, Sean Payton, we don't know. But when you look at it that way,
Yeah.
that's what another reason why we need somebody like a Pete Carroll or a seasoned great head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Because in our conference, all crazy head coaches too.
Right. That's facts. It's definitely facts. Uh, I think Pete Carroll could beat. I think we could beat Sean Payton, the Broncos. I ain't even good. Watch. We finna be on them this season.
Mm,
They got away with it because we had an inexperienced head coach, but now we don't have an inexperienced head coach. We
mm,
got somebody that done been to Super Bowls
mm,
twice and won
mm.
them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool. I'm cool with everything, man. But shoot, really, that's all I got for right now. What you got? Anything else? You got to say?
Nah, bro. Only thing I was really like thinking when the weekend was coming, I was like, yo, Jersey gonna call me. We gotta get Renfro. Like when I saw that, I was like, what? Like he coming back? Like I just thought he was done playing. Like I didn't think he was ever gonna play again.
Nah, I think he just took a year off.
Mm-hmm.
Cause that's what most players do. Like they want to heal up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Still work on their craft. Watch other receivers. Maybe take something out of their book or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then come back and be like, all right, let me get in that. Michael Gallup did it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't be seeing if a player just don't retire. If like I know he's, you know what I'm saying. If he don't say, oh yeah, I'm retiring, I'm hanging it up,
Pop back.
then that's when I believe it. But if he ain't saying that and he just going, I'll be like, oh yeah, he just taking some time off.
Mm-hmm.
Probably be with his kids or whatever. Talk to his wife about it, and then back to the drawing board. You feel me?
Facts.
So you know, but yeah, man, shoot, Renfro, no, that'd be fine though. That'd definitely be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Have a Renfro back. I think Pete could put him in some positions. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Put him in different offensive situations. Get him right. He knows stuff. It ain't like he trash. You know, he
Mm-hmm.
just had a bad year where he was injured and a couple concussions.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I think he took off for another year too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man. So that's all I got though. Anything else, bro?
Yeah,
Straight.
bro. That's
Well,
it.
man. Hey,
Yeah.
man. Look, like, subscribe, comment down below. Holla at your boy, Jerz, TheYurpJerz Rated Podcast. Always feeling good when you got the Raiders on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
South Jersey music. Yeah. Bitch, I'm all aboard when it comes to money. I'm on go when it comes to money. Early bird nigga get the worm. Why he always up? Ain't no concern.